Hey guys, welcome back to MIZEco Labs. I'm Mize, and today I am watching some Quicksilver not being very quick. This is one of the quirks of Buildcraft pipes. You know, the items inside go pretty slow, and they'll just keep going forever. I mean, some of these are popping in and out because of server lag, but this has been going for a few days now. And, yeah, it's pretty mesmerizing. Weird. So, let me show you what I've been doing. For the past couple of days, I've been, doing stuff around the lab. It's always raining, always when you start recording. So up here, I decided to finish out this floor. This is the floor right above the industrial craft floor. Here's the industrial craft floor. And up here, I finally finished this. And what are we going to do in here? I am thinking that this will be a good place for a lot of miscellaneous stuff. It also might be a good place to do some factorization. I think it would be pretty cool to set up the solar array that it has. It's like a bunch of mirrors in a circle. This would be a great place for it. And maybe set up factorization to do the full gambit of ore processing, because there's like 4 stages to it. It's ultra complicated, but it does give you like 300% of what you would normally get out of your ore. Not like I need that, but it's kind of cool to do. And then up here, I did this floor as well. I haven't finished the balcony yet. Got to put the balcony in. But I think that this might be... Well, you know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this one's going to be. But I think above it is where I'm going to do some Thaumcraft. Got to get Thaumcraft going. So that may not happen right away. But I wanted to show you what I've been doing. So, the lab is getting bigger. I'm hoping to finish this building off soon because, it would just be nice to have it completed. Oh, also, I'd gotten some comments a little while back that I was doing this wrong. And, I tried hooking this up with just one liquid duct pipe on output mode with a redstone signal, and it was only giving me 5% more. So with one pipe that's not set up on output mode without a redstone signal, I'm getting like 25% output on this guy. And then when I added the redstone signal and changed this to output mode, I was getting closer to like 29, so it was only like 4 or 5% more. But if you have 3 of them connected with the redstone signals on, then you only need 3. Before I had 4, so that seems to work. I'm not sure why you guys thought that I could just do it with 1. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I wish I could start it up and show you, but it takes forever to get this thing going. So we're going to have to wait till next time. All right. That's about it here. What else is going on? Yeah, added a few lasers over here. I wanted to get a little bit more power, a little bit more speed out of this thing. So I added 6 more lasers, and now it's absolutely mammoth. Nice and fast, nice and quick, just like I want it. And I think at this point, we should probably start getting ready to put the Matter Fabricator in. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about is how we're going to power it. I'm thinking that I should probably, for now, connect it directly to our boiler upstairs. That seems to be our most powerful output at this point. So I'm going to get the tools needed and the stuff we're going to need to hook this guy up. And I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, I just turned on our steam boiler, and it's very cold at the moment, but it's heating up. And I've decided that we're going to put our Matter Fabricator right here on top of this aluminum block. I've run a line directly from the line coming off of the steam turbines, and I'm going to be able to switch it on and off. That way I can decide if I want to fill the MFSU or if I want to just push all the power right into the Matter Fabricator. These things are, I don't know, a little bit of a pain to work with. What are these called? The EU splitter cable. I found that it won't work unless it's got a redstone signal, and I mean it's got to be regular redstone. It can't be red power, and it's got to be just right. So like if I take this away, see the redstone is still powered, but notice this isn't working anymore. It's very finicky. But if it's getting its redstone signal from the front of the redstone line, it works. Isn't that strange? Whatever. That's how you get it to work if you're having trouble. You just want to make sure that you have your redstone power coming straight at it. So over here, we're going to have some blue electric power come over here to a sorting machine. Let's get that set up. We're going to need some, let's see here. It's going to come up to there. Let's get our blue alloy wire. There we go. Okay, so we're going to have a sorting machine here pulling the UU matter out of the Matter Fabricator. So let's put that guy right there. And he is going in the wrong direction. So let's grab our screwdriver and flip him around. There we go. Now we're going to need to be able to send that UU matter into the system. So we're just going to use good old ender chest for that and a straight pneumatic tube. So that takes care of pulling the UU matter out. Let's cover that up. Now we have to figure out a way to get scrap into it. Let me just clean this area up a little bit so we can walk around. Okay. Now I'm just going to place this block here for now. That's going to be the stand-in for the Matter Fabricator. I don't want to place the Matter Fabricator until I'm sure I've got everything hooked up the way I want it. Just in case I've got to move it. It was very expensive and I don't want to risk hurting it. Once it's placed, I really don't want to move it. Okay, so now we have to get items into it. And I think we're going to use an item detector. Where am I going to put the item detector? I was thinking about putting it on top, but I don't necessarily have to. Alright, so let's put our ender chest here. This is where our scrap is going to come from. And then we're going to pull out of it with another sorting machine, which I don't have. Oops. Okay, I'll be right back with another sorting machine. Okay, got my other sorting machine. We're going to put that sorting machine right here. And of course it's going to need blue electric power as well. So let's run some over to it really quick. We don't need the fancy jacketed wire because it's going to be hidden. There we go. It should be powering up. Good. All right, let's cover that up. Okay, good. This guy's going to be set to... I think it's this one. Continuous. Same thing here. Okay. So I'm thinking we should be able to put our item detector right in here someplace. But first we have to go make an item detector. Let's go make one. And we can grab the Matter Fabricator while we're at it. Okay, so there's the Matter Fabricator, and we're going to need an item detector, which I already laid out. It's wood, pressure plate, some red doped wafers, tubes, and brass. Pretty easy. Okay. So we take our item detector. I'm hoping that I can just put it right on top of this guy. And actually, it's not going to be continuous. It's going to be, it's going to pull one at a time. All right, so let's stick the item detector on here. All right. And I think it's facing the wrong direction, actually. I want to face the other way. Good. Okay, so let's stick some pneumatic tube. We're not going to need the redstone tube. And then it's going to come out of here and up over the top and into the Matter Fabricator. And we'll have to block this here with probably like a piece of glass. But for now, we'll just use this stone cover. Cool. All right, I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to want the Matter Fabricator. So let's put it in place. Here we go. Awesome. Okay. And I'm going to have to block it on this side as well, I think. Unless it'll just go in there. I don't know. Pretty sure it'll only input items from the top. Input scrap, I mean. Okay, I had to rip it all apart because the way I had the item detector on top over here is just not going to work. The item detector needs to be as close to the Matter Fabricator as possible. So it's going to have to be touching it. So we're going to put the item detector right here if I can get it to stay. There we go. And we're going to want it to be sitting like that. Good. Okay, so now we can use some redstone tube. And put it right here. Set the item detector to only one at a time. Have the redstone come around. Should I move the power? Yeah, I'm going to move the power over. I think it'll look better that way. Okay, so we'll put the power over one, like that. Cool. And that way the redstone tube can come straight off the back. That'll look nice, I think. Right. That's pretty good. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so now we need to send a signal to the retriever whenever it's pulled one. That way the retriever pulls one more. And this is actually going to be set to continuous. So let's get this thing set up. We're going to need some red wool jacketed wire. our transmitter and a little bit of red alloy. So let's see here. Let's put that there, and now we should be able to put our transmitter here. And we'll set this to the pink scrap. Okay, so now if I get out my remote, if I press the remote, I just pressed it, we should get some scrap in here soon. Yep, there it is. It just sucked the scrap out. It's going up the tube, and there we go. It gets another pulse, and it should get us another piece of scrap. So I've already filled it with scrap. So what will happen is this is now blocked, and it's this should get one more piece of scrap in here soon, or not. Well, regardless, let's pull a piece of scrap out. It's able to send that piece through that was jamming it up. And as soon as it gets through the item detector, it'll send another pulse to the retriever. And it'll lock up the unit once again. So there will always be one waiting to go. There we go. So there we go. It's always going to have plenty of scrap in there, and it's only going to take what it needs. Pretty sweet. That definitely worked quite well. It's not quite as symmetrical as I was hoping, but looks okay. Not too bad. Now we just got to give it some power. And this thing is now running at 100%, so let's turn it on. We should be getting power into the unit now. Yep. You can tell it changes its appearance. Here, if I turn it back off. There we go. Now it's off. Alright, so we're going to leave it on. And hopefully in a little while we will have a single piece of UU matter. It takes a lot of energy to just make one piece of UU matter. But we're finally on our way. Now we're just going to need more fuel. Hey guys. Alright, so I've been letting it run overnight. Let's see what we got. 24 UU matter. That's pretty awesome. That is going to help a whole lot. So with UU matter, I can now make iridium. Amazing. That's so cool. However, I'm not going to make iridium at this point. I'll make it as I need it, because right now I already have 5 iridium ingots. What I would like to make right now is my first advanced solar panel. Greg Tech makes this extremely difficult now. So you need a whole bunch of stuff. You need irradiant glass panes, reinforced glass, irradiant uranium. The solar panel is, of course, not too easy. It needs silicon plates, all kinds of good stuff. But, of course, the most expensive part is the irradiant reinforced plate, which requires a sonarium part. There's the UU matter in the recipe. You have to have UU matter. And an iridium plate, or iridium iron plate, I mean. And that requires an iridium ingot. So those are the two really tough items to get. So let's go ahead and make this stuff. So the first thing I want to make is the sonarium part. 2 UU matter and a glowstone dust. So let's do that. Let's grab some glowstone and throw it together. Oops, I only needed one, didn't I? Cool. There's my sonarium part. Awesome. So now I'm going to need to make my iridium iron plate. So let's grab a iridium ingot and let's throw it in here. And now I'm going to get an iridium iron plate. Now we need to make it a reinforced iridium iron plate. There we go, reinforced iridium iron plate. Now we can put it in to this recipe and get our irradiant reinforced plate. Goodness. Okay, great. So let's put that guy in the bottom. We also have the rest of these parts here. Start building this thing up. Right. So the advanced solar panel, we've got these pieces. Now we need to make the solar panel and the irradiant glass. Irradiant glass pane and the solar panel. So let's make the solar panel. Solar panel's easy. Silicon plates, which I got the silicon before from the... I could have made silicon myself, but I was getting it from the scrap boxinator. It was giving me silicon. And I've got carbon plates, electronic circuit, generator, and glass. So basic solar panel. There we go. Put that in the middle. Now we need our glass. So let's go ahead and make that. So I'm going to make a bunch of reinforced glass first. Okay. You know what? Let's make another stack. A couple stacks. Whatever. I like having lots. Okay, great. Now we need to make our uranium, our irradiant uranium. We're going to make a stack of that, or as much as I can. Guess I need more glowstone. Let's go get some more glowstone. Okay. Done. There we go. Stack of that stuff. Now, how do you make it? Okay, glowstone surrounded, no problem. So put that in, put our glowstone in, and there we go. Let's make a stack of that. I like to make lots of everything because you know that you're going to end up using it again later. Might as well. Okay, so there's our glass. We can go ahead and put that across the top. And there it is, our first advanced solar panel. Awesome. Haha. Free energy. It was... I shouldn't say free because that was expensive to make. That required a lot of different machines and a lot of time to get to. So I think it was... I think it's worth it. You know, solar panels are a bit cheaty, but I mean, because you're basically getting energy for free, and it just goes forever. But it was very difficult to get, and frankly, GregTech makes things very difficult. And if I want lots and lots of iridium, I'm going to need, eventually, lots of ultimate hybrid solar panels. So this is our first step towards getting more UU matter. So I'm going to go plug this guy in upstairs, and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. I've got it plugged into the back of my MFSU over there. Let's see what we're getting. Oh, man. A whole 7 EU per tick. So much work for so little power. The way I've got it set up, it will actually come over and make its way into the Matter Fabricator. That, even though it's not that much, as long as the MFSU is full, which it is. I think I said before that, you know, solar panels will make it much easier to get more iridium and UU and all that good stuff. But really what we want to get is, of course, a fusion reactor. That's gonna take UU to the next level, really, but we're just not quite there yet. In the meantime, let's look at what we have in the mail here. All right, so J Sully 169, what do you got going on here? What are you going to do with your FTB world, and are you going to move on to other packs? You You know, I'm not sure. I answered this before online, and I said that I was going to stick with the Ultimate Pack. But after doing some reading, it looks like the Ultimate Pack may not be updated in the future. It looks like they're going to lock it down at 1.4 point. What is it? 147? Yeah, 1.4.7. I don't want to stay on 1.4 forever. So if this pack really does get locked down, then I guess I'm going to have to move on. I was going to wait a little while just to see what happened. I was hoping that Elaram would come through and update Red Power, but nobody's heard from her in like 2 months or something. I'm still holding out. I'm still hoping that something will happen. There's been 2 other Feed the Beast packs that have been created for 1.5. So, I'm going to wait and see what happens with 1.6. I really wanted to play with the Red Power frames. I hadn't gotten there yet. I may still do that. I don't know. But, yeah, so at this point, I'm just not quite sure what's going to happen. We're just going to sit tight and see what happens. Because, unfortunately, if Red Power gets pulled out of this pack, it's not just my machines that won't work, because most of my stuff runs on Red Power. World generation isn't going to work right. A lot of the blocks, my whole structure is made out of Red Power blocks. The marble is all Red Power. So, yeah. We will probably have to go to a new map if we leave the Ultimate Pack. Which, I've done a lot of work here. It's kind of sad. And I had a lot more that I wanted to do. So, right. So we'll have to see what happens. What else we got? So from Bull 188, what do we got here? IC2 items should not be enchanted. It's a glitch and considered cheating by a lot of players. I had no idea, and I'm not even sure that it is really considered cheating. Right. So I'm definitely against cheating. I don't like cheating. I feel that cheating makes the game boring. I mean, I can switch into creative mode all I want. That's not what I want to do. I want to play the game as it was intended. So if it really is considered cheating, not just by players, but what I want to know is, does the creators of the mod consider it cheating? If so, I'll get rid of my drill. I'll switch over to a regular drill. And of course I'll have to get rid of my boots too. I've got haste 3 on there, but I like running fast. Man. So could you guys let me know, do you guys think it's cheating or not? Give me something in the comments. Let me know what you think. So I think that's it for today. If you guys liked it, please give me a like. And if you want more, don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.